Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
That's lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with Whitey? He's a piece of crap.
With a tear in my eye.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Fight Net Radio. Lee Honish, Andrew Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan, bringing you the wonderful world of Fight Net Radio. Or, if you're talking to Sugar Ray Leonard, Fight Night Radio. Which, you know, was a show that started after mine, that kind of sounded like mine, including Fight Night, Fight Nerd, Fight Network. How many more are there, Andrew? About another half dozen, right?
Yes, sir. How's it going,
And
Lee?
100% all of those shows claim that they had those ideas themselves. Oh, well. Merry Christmas to everyone. We will go around the horn. Andrew, Merry Christmas, and how was your Christmas?
Very good. Everybody is happy in our house, so I'm good.
What was the big gift? Did you buy firearms this year for the boys?
They got 2 Nerf shotguns. And Giovanni got the Spider-Man motorcycle, and Junior got like what's the one you ride on the beach? Without the row bar.
The scooter, Razor.
No, they're all motorized, like big wheels.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
I forgot. It's the one you ride on the beach, though. It's a 2-seater, and it goes up to 7 years old. That's why we got that one. So
that's
then
cool.
We can pass that down to Junior.
Were you up all night
Giovanni.
Were you up all night putting toys together?
The next day we were, and then my dumbass didn't pull the batteries out, so the kids couldn't ride them anyways till the following morning.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
hold on. My phone keeps ringing. Hold on. Let me get this. Hello?
Uh-oh.
Uh-huh.
All right.
No, we're not talking about the WBO yet, but you can call back later. Thank you. Go ahead. So I saw a meme and I thought of you immediately, Andrew. It was tacos in a little tray with a shot of tequila next to it, and it said, "Kids, trust me, this is what Santa wants tonight." I thought of you. You're at that age where you got to put shit together in the middle of the night and be the Santa. Did you eat the cookies?
No. We just I can't. Santa ate the cookie, Lee. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, your kids don't listen to this show. I hope to God.
Oh, they're probably listening through the door right now as we talk. Yeah, that was probably them texting.
Probably. And what was the big gift for Dad? Did you get socks, a tie, macaroni doodle art? What did you get?
I got cologne. That was my big gift.
Oh my God, they all pitched money to buy you. Please tell me it's high karate or something really equally as bad, like Axe.
No.
Tell me they bought you some Axe.
No. It's the Saint Laurent, I believe.
Okay. Is it something you wear, or did Mommy help and go,
know.
Mommy wants Daddy to smell like this?
I think that's what happened there, Lee. Yeah, it's not like I came home and was like, hey, I really want this one. Yeah.
I used to be in relationships. I understand that.
I was smelling this dude in the office.
Here's the joy of single life and having your own home and a big giant studio. And, you know, I'm thinking of buying Wild Tigers. Nobody buys you cologne and says, this is what I want you to smell like. Now, depending on how big the relationship is, by the first or second year, you're pretty much letting her dress you up like a fucking Raggedy Ann doll and spray whatever the hell she wants to on top of you because she's decided to keep you for an extended period of time. Little tip to all the men out there. Smile at the ugly sweater she bought you and the cologne she got you. That's a life tip from Lee Honish. There you go. Miguel Antonio, you got cologne? You didn't get one good gift. Like, you got to go back to this. Like, you sat there with a big smile on your face pulling dad smiles, and you opened up cologne.
What do you want me to say? I liked it.
Okay, good answer.
Yeah.
If the kids are listening, you did a good job.
Yes, yes.
Daddy spent thousands of dollars on wifey and kids, and he got cologne. Let this all be a lesson about married life, people. I turn now to you, Miguel Antonio Barragan, the child of the household. First of all, what did you get the parents?
Oh, random stuff like my mom. I got her like some boots from. Of course, I work at Zappos, so I
Were
got
they
the
made
hookup.
for walking? Were the boots made for walking? Is that what she'll do? One of those days,
Whether they were
those
made,
things are going to walk all over you.
yes, whether they were made for that or not, she's going to use them for exactly that. So that's pretty much the gist of that. Gave my pop some money. He likes that, so he's like, "Hey, that's how it works." When people are adults.
Cash, Dad.
Yeah,
We're
I
at
get
that
some cash.
point in our relationship.
Yeah, that's how it is. My dad likes to gamble, so it's like, all right, next time I get a chance, he's going to go down to the 7-Eleven or the Smiths because he doesn't like to go to the big casinos. He likes to go to the supermarkets because they have the little, the video poker off to the side. So he likes to go spend some cash. Like, here you go, Dad, go play on me. That's how it works.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
That's what happens when you don't have, kids.
This Christmas is just getting better and better.
On other people.
I understand. Okay, now what did they spoil you with?
Gift cards. Well, that's what I ask. That's what I ask for. I always tell them that. I'm like, just give me some random ass gift cards. Basically, the money I gave them, they could probably just use it to buy me gift cards, which is pretty much buy myself a gift. But that's what I tell people all the time. And anyone ever asks me, I'm like, oh, give me an eBay gift card. Give me an Amazon gift card. I can buy whatever the fuck I want. And it makes things way easier than having to, awkwardly open up a gift of socks. And I'm like, okay, I guess it's pretty cold here. I'll wear socks. I haven't worn socks in God knows how long because I haven't left the house in a certain amount of time. So it avoids that awkwardness, that awkward interaction of socks. Of course, I can buy them if I wanted to with the gift cards, but nonetheless, gift cards is what generally I ask because, we're adults at this point. They ask me, hey, what do you want? Or, my siblings like, hey, what do you want? So it's just like, all right, there's no point in guessing. Makes things easier.
Yeah, right. There's no reason to beat around the bush.
Mm-hmm. That's how we roll.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas to you both. What odd, bizarre Christmases. And I'm glad that I do this check-in every year to make myself feel a little bit better about my odd and diversified Christmas. We are here to talk about boxing. I suppose I should talk about me. I did nothing. I enjoyed my new house, and I was alone. I decided to make a large breakfast for friends that had nowhere to go, like the Island of Misfit Toys. I was then rewarded with a shitty football game and basically a shitty boxing match last night as well with a dude who's 3-0 and has a title. I don't even want to get involved in that discussion. We will shortly, but man, this is a very bad weekend. It's just very moody and very wonky. People I haven't talked to in a long time, people dropping me. Okay, nobody sent me text messages or calls. I got video messages from people this year, which was even more disheartening.
Really?
Yeah, very emotional. People I haven't heard from in literally years and decades and all kinds of weird stuff. It was great. I'm doing great. Here, let me help everybody out. I'm listening to Counting Crows music. It's going really well for me. Super well. I'm really happy. Yay. Happy Christmas, everyone. Or Kwanzaa or whatever though you celebrate. Yeah. It's going off the rails, people. Hi, everyone. Welcome to ViteNet Radio. I'm your captain. We'll be cruising at about 22,000 feet this evening. I'm going to turn off the seatbelt sign here momentarily. As you can see from the screen, we got quite a few boxing stories to cover from the past week. What we intend to do is start back with the earliest date possible and work our way forward so that you have to occur here. Hi, everyone. Welcome to ViteNet Radio. Lee Hanna, Chandra Labouche, Miguel Antonio Barragan. Hope you enjoyed that little Christmas piece that got cut out randomly and put into the beginning of the show. And then whatever the hell happened. And now we're back to whatever the hell happened. Hi. Let's get going. We're going to start with the furthest back, way back story, and we're going to work our way forward till you're completely caught up on all of your boxing news. we're going to start all the way back on December 16th. Why? Because I just like saying Archer Butterbean or Beater Beef. A Beater Beef. A Beater Beef? God bless you. The pandemic and an injury has kept Archer Beterbiev out of the ring in 2020. But boxing's most devastating knockout artist. All right, see, there's nobody who wrote this. So I'm going to tell you already that this was written by a press release by Top Rank. I don't. Do you see a name above that? Do you see a name for a writer on the screen? Anyone?
Nope.
Devastating. Let's just start right there. Devastating knockout artist. Andrew, is Artur Beterbiev a devastating knockout artist? If I were to Google that, would his name come up?
Well, maybe not yet, but he's knocked out every opponent they put in front of him. So I think that's where that's coming from, Lee. But no, he's not a household name yet, so I don't expect him to be in the Google search.
What about you, Miguel?
Yeah, that's a no-go for me. I mean, maybe he will be one day, not yet, I would say. But I mean, he's taking out the people that they put in front of him, so he's doing his part. But yeah, definitely not. I mean, oh shit, they got Anthony Johnson on there. Look at that. They got Rumble. They got this guy. All right.
Oh, this
But
all
that's a no.
UFC
That's a no.
people.
Answer.
Yeah,
That's all
they
UFC.
knock
Exactly.
people out. Yeah.
Right.
Boxing. We need boxing. There we go. Let's see what we got. 50 greatest knockout artists of all time with video. Let's see. I could be completely wrong about this. Should we start all the way at the bottom? I mean, they're doing it by
definitely not
division.
going to be better.
Number 50. Well,
Yes.
he's not better than Cleveland Williams. Okay. I don't even know Cleveland, but hey, who cares? Bob
Better
Satterfield.
Biev. I haven't heard his last name pronounced Biev by people. Better Biev.
Wow,
I don't know.
I haven't said Lucien Boutet's name in quite a while. I remember when he rolled the ring, Andrew. We were just starting out. We were a young show. Okay, what do you got? 47. Kermit Citron. Okay.
What the heck? Okay.
Yeah.
Daniel Ponce de Leon.
Okay.
Michael Spinks. I'm just trying to see if his name is in here in 50 names, people. Tony Zale. Henry Armstrong. Alfonso Zamora, not to be confused with Alfonso, what's his name from The Contender. Kostya Tszyu, he made number 41. This is a tough list. Joe Frazier is only at 40.
Really?
Chavez, 39.
What?
Monzon is only 38. Who's at the? I got to go to number one now. Forget this list.
For real?
Who's it? Like this joke is already getting.
They're gonna have Tyson.
Tyson was at 7 or 8.
Oh,
Hold
7
on.
or 8.
Yeah,
Shit, I
hold
totally
on. Julian Jackson. I agree with this.
Oh, the Hawk.
I actually agree with the Hawk.
All right.
Okay.
That's reasonable.
Until his devastating ending to his career. It was against. Hold on. Don't tell me this. I'm going to pretend I know about boxing. Julian Jackson versus Nigel Benn. That was the one that ended it, right? That was the fight. The most vicious fight in middleweight history.
That was McClellan.
Was it?
That was Nigel Benn and Gerald McLennan. Yeah, that ended in tragedy.
Okay.
But McClellan did fuck up Jackson as well. So
Yeah, right?
as well.
Joe Louis only made 2.
Really?
4-minute 3.
4 minutes. I probably would have had a
Moore.
4-minute one, maybe.
4. 5 Dempsey. 6 Tyson. 7 Robinson. 8 Langford. Sandy Sadler. What, Bob? I remember Sandy. Hell of a fighter. That was like 1912. They fought bare hand. Marciano and Serena. Andrew, could you give us 5 minutes on Carlos Zarate Serena? Thanks. Please just go right into it. There you go, Andrew. Come on. Put it together. 13th best knockout fighter of all time in the featherweight and super bantamweight division. People don't know I'm reading this. It's just a podcast to them. Makes me sound super smart at this moment. No?
Nope.
I don't even know what decade this is from. There you go. So getting back to our main story, Artur Beterbiev, Butterbean, whatever, a devastating knockout artist who is unranked by every sanctioning body, has a blank canvas. Oh, who talks like this? I love it when they write shit like this. Knockout Artist has a blank canvas as he prepares to kick off Top Rank on ESPN. What, Bob? Brilliant! Son of a bitch is brilliant. He's the next big thing. I can't say his name either. I just call him Artie. I don't think you should call him Artie. I think it's Artur. Artie! Okay, Bob. Artie. Thank you. Artie has a blank canvas as he prepares to kick off Top Rank's 2021 championship schedule. The unified WBC IBF light heavyweight world champion will defend his titles on January 30th against Adam Denys. Denny's. You can also get a Grand Slam. Okay, so we're back to guys fighting nobodies to defend their titles. We're going to talk about that in a couple of minutes and about two stories about people fighting nobodies to defend their title. Anybody excited to see Butterbean back in the ring on January 30th? Anyone?
Yeah, to keep his name relevant. I mean, I'm excited to see him. We tend to forget about the light heavyweights. They tend to kind of fade away. So seeing them a little bit more often, I think that I'm pretty excited about that. And a knockout artist, devastating.
Yeah, he's getting real popular right now with the diehards as the man who scared Canelo out of the light heavyweight division. This is the opponent they really want to see Canelo face, not Kovalev, and so I think better beef. Maybe he's going to become like a Triple G and get a lot of rankings and never even fight anyone because of Canelo doing that.
Oh my God, it's my cell phone.
Yes.
Should I answer it? It says unlisted.
Probably not.
Hold on.
Debt collectors.
Talk about that car warranty.
Hello?
Yeah. Debt collectors, I'm telling
This
you.
is Lee. Oh, hi. How'd you get my cell? Oh, really? I'm recording right now. No, I don't have any control about the WBO title being involved in this fight.
Why does he keep saying that? Did I miss?
No, call back later. We have a story about your organization. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Moving forward. Sorry about that, everyone. Goddamn WBO. WBO is terrible. Planned to defend his IBF title against Caleb Truax. Unbeaten IBF super middleweight Caleb Truax, 20-0, 12 KOs, defends his title against Caleb Truax. It's the Caleb Battle of Caleb. Caleb versus Caleb. Live on cable. Come see Caleb versus Caleb on cable. Oh my God.
Already.
Hold on.
This is the IBF we're talking about.
No, yeah, he was right. IBF. Yeah, it's okay. I understand. How are you listening to a closed recording show? Oh, you're using that same system that Instagram and Facebook uses when they put shit in my feed. So I'm going to be getting WBO belts on my Facebook feed. Cool. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
So
Caleb versus Caleb.
Truax just defeated Fabiano Pina and David. I won't even try that last name. But their records 15-10 and 16-4. How does he get a title shot? His last defeat was to James DeGale in 2018. Since then, he has 2 victories against these opponents, 15-10 and 16-4. How the hell did he get a title shot? We're talking about the same Caleb Plant that turned down a fight with Saul Alvarez because he didn't get.
He's a nice guy, Andrew.
Enough
He's
time.
a really nice guy.
Wait a minute, I'm just trying to hear me out. He didn't get enough time to train, so he gives up the biggest payday to fight Caleb Truax. All right, at 31-4. What are they going to pay him for this? About $500,000, $200,000?
Probably.
Yeah, around the 400K mark, I would say. I'd venture.
Wow. Yeah, good business decision.
Yeah.
God damn it, the Rams are going to lose to the Seahawks and not get into the playoffs. So Caleb versus Caleb on cable. Check your local cable office. Check your local. How do you used to say that? Check your
Your
local
local cable company or a local
company,
cable
right?
provider.
See if you can order Caleb versus Caleb on cable. That's really funny to me. I don't know how to make that into funnier, but to me, that story's funny. Kovalev returns. Hey, you remember him? Beat up women, got caught on camera, got knocked out by Canelo. He's back January 30th in Russia. Since I don't see any words under his name, I'm going to guess this is a press release. Let's see what they say about this piece of shit. Former light heavyweight champion Sergey the Crusher Kovalev will be fighting a woman, and then he'll be the Crusher again. He's returning against fast-rising knockout artist and Olympic silver medalist Bekterman the Bully Melikov, who's 6-0 with 5 KOs. Oh my God, they're feeding him to an up-and-comer. Who did you piss off, Crusher? You realize that if he loses to a 6-0 guy, this is. Let's just stop right there before we get to this. Whoa. Do we believe that Becht, as they pronounce it in short, Becht, Oscar's propping this guy up. Apparently, he's getting rid of Kovalev and trading up to Becht. Anybody know anything about Becht before I look him up? Because I'm already kind of into this. I start with you, Miguel.
6-0-5. What are you into? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I get
It
that.
said right there he was an Olympian. I mean, that's something.
What if
I don't know.
Oscar is building Becht? Ooh,
Well,
he looks
that sounds
really
reasonable
Oh,
because
I've seen this guy.
Who's Becky Stan?
those eyebrows. I've seen him before.
Yeah, I've seen him fight before.
He's
But I'm
from
gonna say
Becky Stan, once made famous by a pizza mogul who died of COVID. Let's see, who's he beat? Nobody. He's beat nobody. Oh, he beat Clay Colliard
Oh, really?
in his third fight by TKO. Wow. How is Clay Colliard still around? Like, why am I the only one who knows anything
that's
about
an Iron
Colliard?
Man, dude. That just fought like 5 times this year.
Right?
Yeah.
Talk about multiple appearances for Clay Colliard. Okay, so he hasn't fought anybody. Sergey should win this, right? Question mark?
Well, no. I think they have it for this kid to beat. They're trying to jump him up pretty fast because he's been on the undercards of some of their TV fights. So they're definitely bringing this young man up, and they're just throwing him in there with a champion they think's on the downside of his career. So I think it's a little bit of a risk, but who really knows who Kovalev is right now? Like you said, Lee, he's got a bunch of legal troubles he just got out of. Who knows if he was even in the ring through the COVID or the gym. So yeah, no, this is definitely for this young man though right here. Even though I want to say when I seen him fight, he was not that impressive either. Took a lot of punches, kind of like a dirty poor man's Triple G, straightforward. So Kovalev should have some openings here, especially because he's just so young. Kovalev, this is something Kovalev could really break him mentally before the fight even starts to get this victory. What was it, 5-0-4? Or is it 6-0-5? Whichever one it is. If I was Kovalev, I'd be hitting him hard leading up to the fight, trying to get in his head mentally.
Miguel.
Well, yeah, I don't even think Kovalev is in this, like, mentally speaking, in the fight game. I don't know if you guys heard, but he was busted for illegally streaming the Zone, the Zone event. So not only did he just fucking get out of one legal issue and then hop right into another, and then he's going to be fighting on the same platform that he just illegally streamed. So
you're joking. That's a joke, right?
I know. I mean, I wish I was trolling, dude. I wish I was trolling. But I mean, that shit, I don't even think his mind is in there. This is kind of almost like, I feel like this is the, don't let the door kick you on the way out before we bring in this hot new prospect. So yeah,
he's gonna have a 6-0 kid kick his ass. Jesus Christ,
right,
Oscar.
Exactly. Well, the Crusher is kind of broken. I don't think he's the Crusher anymore. So I mean, I think the Zone and these people think that this dude can take him. So that's most likely what's gonna happen.
If I'm Sergey, I'm bringing every trick in the book in the first few rounds at this kid. He's no Vasily Lomachenko. It's not like he's coming with the pedigree. Does it say anything? It says that he's a silver medalist. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no 3-time Olympian or you know what I'm saying? Like gold medal winner,
Hey,
prodigy. There's nothing like that behind this article. No, if I'm Sergey, if you want another shot at any kind of title, even if it's a PBC guy, this is a perfect setup for him to get a big win on a up and comer here. Who we're all gonna know because he was fighting on the TV cards already, but in reality, 6-0-5. They
Hey.
put him up for slaughter.
Hey.
Yeah.
Normally I'd tell you Merry Christmas, but I think you should get hit by a bus, bro. Listen.
And him losing Canelo, that could be the reason why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Hey.
They're banking on everybody else, basically.
Hell yeah. Step up.
You gotta be a bitch, okay? Listen, after just 6 professional fights, bro, Beck, whatever the fuck his name is, bro, whatever it is, all right? I can't say his name. Who wants to say his name, bro? All right? Listen. He's making an enormous, I can't even do the voice to fucking read these quotes, man, because somebody wrote it. Oscar would never talk like this. After just 6 professional fights, Becht is making an enormous leap to jump 2 divisions and fight a former unified world champion on his own home turf in Russia, said Oscar De La Hoya, chairman and CEO of Golden Boy, who no longer has Canelo, this is definitely, they didn't put that in the article. I added that for all of you who are listening. This is the very definition of daring to be great. Oscar would never say this shit. Here's what Oscar would say. Hey, he's going to fuck him up, okay? It's going to be great. And then I'm going to fight Crusher if he wins. Because I need a payday. Moving forward. We get to that Friday night. Now we're getting caught up. IBF champ Gennady Golovkin, the big drama show, returns to boxing against, who cares? You're never going to hear from the dude again. Triple G took on Camel for the IBF middleweight championship last Friday and scored a one-sided 7-round beatdown over previously unbeaten mandatory challenger Camel, who will not be getting a green card after the fight. On Friday night at the Hard Rock Casino in Seminole, Florida, as I recall. Let's just get to it because we had lots of comments for each other. I didn't see a whole lot out of Triple G. I thought he started really slow. That could be the ring rust. I thought he looked a little better later on. So I'll start with you this time, Andrew. What did you see with the returning Triple G, the big drama show?
For his age, I thought he looked good. This guy's 38 years old now. He's been fighting for a long time. So I liked his head movement inside there. He was dipping a lot of shots, but yeah, listen, we talked about this going in. When you're fighting a guy, I believe he had 5 knockouts, right? Not a heavy-handed fighter at all. Triple G, sometimes you get a little relaxed, you get a little careless, right? You're not really caring about the firepower coming back, and maybe you get touched a little bit more, so people want to add on to it. But I think some of these fighters, when they know they're not in danger, they know how to play to they know how to get away with being lazy in the ring. Maybe he was a part of that. Do I want to see Triple G Canelo because of this fight, the third one? No, I still don't want to see that third fight. I wish both guys would move on. I think Canelo's just too big for Triple G right now. The age gap is too far away. Canelo is dead in his prime. Triple G is way over his prime. The second fight wasn't that good to call for a third one. I thought Canelo clearly won the second fight. And he's a super middleweight now, and there's so many big fights at super middleweight. I don't want to see Canelo drop back down or Triple G go out of his comfort zone and move out of 160 where he's been fighting for so long and doing fine. Besides, he has Charlo, Jermel, whichever one it is. You guys are pathetic, so I don't know your first name. You have the Gilberto Ramirez. You have David Benavidez. You have all these other fighters, Billy Joe Saunders. You got all these other fighters for Canelo to face, and then down at 160, you have guys for even Jaime Mungai, who's now coming out as one of the prospects maybe that is going to face Triple G. There's too many other fights for them to go back to a third and then say it's close. What if they give it a draw? Are we really going to want to see a fourth one? Like, no, stop it. Let's move on.
Miguel.
Well, I mean, it totally felt like a real, like, keep me busy fight, a COVID fight, as we're beginning to affectionately call them now. He looked old. I'll be honest, he did look old. For his age, I mean, we can tell that age is getting to him. His punches were fine. It just felt like they were pushing. He was pushing most of his punches. It didn't feel like he would have the snap in them. I was expecting like the way he knocked out Rolls with that, that left. I was expecting one of those kind of knockouts, like, fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth round. The fact that it went as long as it did, I was like, okay, well, something's going on here. The age is getting to Triple G. He's not, generally the punch is the last thing that leaves a fighter. But it was to keep me busy fight, and then a mandatory title defense, I suppose, on top of that. But it's the same old, it's the same. They haven't changed the record. I've mentioned this before. Triple G is not going to get any better. Like, he's already capped. We know what he's going to do every single fucking fight. He's not going to do anything different. The only reason the second fight with Canelo was any different was Canelo made it different. He didn't backpedal as much. He stood his ground. He made a miss, etc. So, seeing this type of Triple G, the only thing that we saw different was that he wasn't able to tie out earlier than we expected. So I certainly don't have any interest in the third Canelo fight. I think they should just move on. I feel like the DAZN has some explaining to do to Triple G, because that's one of the reasons that he signed with them. They kind of lured him in with this promise of a potential third fight with Canelo, and that's probably not going to happen. Realistically, Canelo's not going to drop back down to 160. He's getting comfortable at 168. If the fight happens, it's going to happen at 168, which isn't necessarily a bad deal for Triple G. At one point he was going to fight Andre Ward at 168. That was the rumor. He's already 38 himself. How much is he beating his body to keep 160? Eventually Bernard Hopkins moved up, right? That's the usual course of your career. So maybe it helps him to move up to 168 if a third fight were to come around, which I hope doesn't, honestly, at this point. I just don't want to see it. It won't be competitive any longer. Triple G got himself a title defense and the record breaking, right? Even though it's not consecutive, they still consider it the record breaking or record setting title defense that beat or matched Bernard Hopkins. They're trying to keep that shit alive. I heard it all broadcast. But nonetheless, I mean, he did what he had to do. He won. He eventually took the guy out, and there's another win for Triple G. Nothing impressive, same old shit.
Felix Strum made a comeback last December 19th. I know you guys are excited. Why are we talking about Felix Strum? Why won't I let the Felix Strum thing go?
41.
41-year-old former middleweight and super middleweight world champion Felix Strum returned to action for the first time in nearly 5 years last Saturday night at the Universium Gym. That's as far as you need to go in this story. He just fought at the gym in Hamburg in front of 12 people, I imagine. Strum scored a one-sided unanimous decision over previously unbeaten Timo Roast. Oh my God, these names are getting better and better tonight. Strum methodically outboxed Roast all his way to the mashed potatoes. There you go. There's the reference you guys were all waiting for. After getting a unanimous yam decision, he moved on to carving the ham. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. Why is Felix Strum fighting? And by the way, for those of you wondering why I'm so upset, why am I so obsessed with Felix Strum, Andrew?
Because you feel he was robbed against Oscar De La Hoya in their WBO middleweight title fight.
Hold on, we're being joined in this. Yeah, I gave him the fight. Yeah, I gave Oscar the fight. Fuck Strum. He was supposed to take a dive in the third. What am I going to tell you? Oscar was being a douchebag. He was primming and propping. He wasn't even warmed up. What a jackass. I had to fucking buy the judges. There you go. Breaking news on Fight Net Radio. Anybody care about Felix Strum being back in the ring at all, other than everybody's cashing in on the senior division?
Maybe he's going to fight Sergio Martinez.
Oof.
Sergio's fighting again, and that's a good matchup. Two guys back in the day.
I'm sure they'll fight in the gym as well. Might as well.
Yep.
Back in the day.
Strum
Back in
just
the day
got
card.
Strum just got out of prison, so he needs to make some
shit.
money.
Real fast. Legally.
Wow. Moving forward. Also on Saturday, it was announced that Estrada versus Chocolito rematch has been signed for March 13th. For those of you who think that Pico de Gallo, Juan Francisco Estrada.
What a dick. Pico de Gallo.
How did you not see that joke coming at some point?
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
saving that joke for literally a year. Juan Francisco Pico de Gallo, Estrada, and the WBA super featherweight champion Roman. Please call me the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Chocolito Gonzalez will return on March 13th on DAZN. All right. I am of the decision or thought process that Chocolito's been a shot fighter for quite some time, and he has done nothing since he lost that pound for pound ranking. In fact, I'm still not sure why we ever called this guy pound for pound champion. I now open up the floor to you guys telling me, no, you're wrong. This will be a great fight. Oh my God, they're going to go at it. And there are people who listen to this show that are going, Lee, you're being a dick. You shouldn't call him Pico de Gallo. You're right. I shouldn't. It was racist and wrong. Absolutely. It is a PC world, and that was wrong. It's still funny.
I'm hungry now.
I'm sure you are.
Talking about chocolate and fucking Pico de
Chocolate
Gallo.
and Pico de Gallo.
Shit.
Nothing says
This
food
is-
like chocolate and Pico de
Why
Gallo.
wouldn't you tune into this?
So I'll start with you this time, Miguel. Chocolate and Pico de Gallo. Again. Here we go.
Well, I'm going to be, it's no secret, I'm going to be rooting for Pico de Gallo on this one to avenge that loss from several years back. I do think it's going to be a pretty entertaining fight. You know, usually the flyweights or super flyweights in this case, they generally have pretty, active fights or I guess action fights. Even if they don't have maybe per se the knockout power that a lot of the heavier divisions have, they're pretty active. You know, their punch stats are great, and it's not going to be a boring fight. I definitely don't anticipate this one being boring. Will we have a knockout? Maybe, maybe not. If it happens, it'll happen at the end of the fight or towards the later rounds. But I mean, it's kind of significant. We got a unification here. Chocolatito's got himself a belt, so does Pico de Gallo. So it's going to be an entertaining fight, I think. So I'm looking forward to this one. I would definitely recommend people tune in for this one.
Okay, it's going to be in LA. So the last question before I turn it over to Andrew. Will anybody be attending this fight? And if so, overs, unders at maybe 500 people?
Shit. I don't think anybody's going to be going to this one. They're going to, I don't think anybody's going to attend this one.
Bubble fight?
Yeah,
most likely.
All right. Andrew, Pico de Gallo versus the chocolate bar.
Look, Estrada's a fight away from completing his run at the super flyweight division and setting himself up for his his Marquez Pacquiao moment with Inoue. Inoue is one division higher. He's the kingpin right now, making a lot of noise on ESPN. Francisco is making a lot of noise in Mexico. You know, Bob loves those matchups.
No, I don't. I like my guys to win. Period. That's it.
I'm rooting for Estrada all the way, just on the fact that I love big fights. I like the big fight scene, and I think Estrada versus Inoue is going to be a huge fight for us down the line here. Chocolito had his moment in the sun, and I would like to see Estrada pull out the victory and move on. Once again, if Gonzalez wins, it's possible we're looking at a third fight of these two, and I have no interest in seeing the third fight. The rematch, it only works because Estrada's been on a tear. He's been rematching everybody that he took defeats to, beating them. So it's that's really the only interest I have in this rematch right now. And then I want to see him with the Inoue.
All right. What?
Listen, I want to talk about this. It's a big breaking story because this guy brought up Mexico. I signed Chavez.
Uh-oh. Which one?
Yeah. Nicole Chavez Escobar. What a great rack.
He got problems.
FYI, to make that joke work, that is really her name, by the way. Also, she is an actress known for Oh, wait, I'm gonna need my international translator to handle this one. What is the name of this show, Miguel?
Pequeños gigantes. Oh, it
Is
means
that
small
like
giants.
is that like Sábado Gigantes?
Sort of. This is actually small giants. I'm sure that's rhetorical or something, but
Is it like a
oxymoronic.
ripoff of Sábado Gigantes?
It may be. I've never watched the show, but I think if I'm familiar with it, it's basically like a America's Got Talent type of deal, type of
Yeah,
show.
it says dancer.
Yeah. Yes, that's one of those. It's like, Dancing with the Stars kind of deal, but with children, because if I'm not mistaken, that's what this
It
show
is
is
a
about.
ripoff. Cool.
Pequeños.
Good for her.
Yes.
She is. By the way, she is hot. She is
Oh
hot.
yeah.
Let's give her
Okay.
credit. She is hot.
All right. That's enough.
Oh, she looks like Chavez Jr.
And by the way, tune into Sábado Gigantes every Saturday night. Yeah, his little
that's
brother.
still going on.
Duh.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to talk about Gaballo and Rodriguez? Anyone?
Did I watch
Okay,
this?
moving
I
forward.
didn't watch the fight, so nope.
No, it doesn't matter. Which takes us to our main event of Saturday night. Canelo has finally and officially, I'm going to say this. I'm going to get down on one knee when I say it. I feel like I should have some pipe organ music while I play. Hold on. Let me see if I can get some pipe organ music for this. Because this is a big moment in the show's history, Andrew. You're about to see it firsthand. Church pipe music. Okay. Let me get this all queued up for you. Ready?
Because
That's what? There we go. I bow it down. Oh my God! Why are you ruining the segment? God damn it! Hold on. I'm really determined to make this bit work. Okay. Yeah. Play it. There we go. I boweth down at the cathedral that is Canelo. On this day, December 27th, 2020 at 4:49 Pacific Daylight Time, I pledge my honor, my divinity, and finally, in the history of FightNet Radio, to never uttering another bad word about Saul Canelo Alvarez. For he has vanquished a creature that was bigger than him, taller than him, longer than him. And he did not just vanquish the dragon. No. He beat it into submission to the point where those watching ringside scared poor Sergio Mora so desperately bad that he begged for the fight to be ended. On this day, December 27th, I say this: Canelo is the pound-for-pound fighter and possibly the greatest champion in Mexican boxing. Thank you. Okay, that's my bit.
Very nice.
I got nothing bad to say about him ever again. I don't think he squeaked by Triple G. I think Triple G squeaked by in those fights. Canelo is a fucking stud. In fact, the title of this show, in honor of Canelo is a fucking stud. I mean, that was a big ass win. That wasn't like a statement. That was, I don't give a fuck what weight they are. I'm going up to heavyweight and taking one of those belts next to kind of fight. Like, the dude was badass. I start with you, Andrew. Speaketh on the greatness of Canelo. Would you like pipe music?
No.
Okay.
No, but he is good. He's real good. I want to speak on the placement of the promotion, the companies that promoted the fight. Do you think it's good that they have Hennessy and AutoZone right next
Don't
to
get
each
me
other?
started about the Hennessy AutoZone
Yeah, I don't know if you want
Tecate combo.
And
So
Tecate,
after you
exactly.
have a beer and take a shot of Hennessy, head
Go
on
work
down
on
to
your
your AutoZone with a 0.24 blood alcohol and get your car worked on. AutoZone.
That's called I'm gonna call that a minority car bomb. It's like you get the shot of the Hennessy, you put it into a fucking Tecate,
That is
and
a
you kill
car
it.
bomb.
It's pretty much a car, but it's a minority one because it's like blacks and
It's a
Mexicans.
boxing car bomb.
It is. It's funny. Oh jeez. Combination.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Hold on. Our new sponsor is on the line. Hold on, let's see if we got it correct. No, they don't. I don't know what this is. Oh, what a letdown. Wait, let's try this.
Your car is everything.
There we go.
Your taxi, your moving van, your baby. And for over 30 years, AutoZone has had the parts you can count on to keep it going.
Cool.
But parts.
Now to you, Miguel.
Well, I mean, it was a great performance. You know, he pretty much shot Smith. Oh, sorry, was there more?
No, go ahead. I'll go after you. Go ahead.
All right. So, I mean, it was great. You know, I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, I'm not have no quarrels about admitting that I'm a fucking Canelo fan. He shot down Smith entirely. You can tell it was very similar to the Triple G fights. Smith was just too timid to throw in the light of what is it like for fear of getting caught with counter punches, because we know how well Canelo can counter punch. We know he's naturally the smaller guy, but he's quick. He's very, very quick, and he's very sudden. And we saw something a little bit different from Canelo was power. We saw the shots that even though he wasn't able to finish Smith, he literally battered him for the 12 fucking rounds. And we ultimately, saw what the damage was done to Smith's left arm, which is that arm that he's caught so many people with. The counter left he throws was pretty much nullified. It was a great game plan from the beginning. He was moving forward from the beginning. He was controlling the center of the ring. From the beginning, he started to control the pace of the fight. I loved it. I do watch some of the ESPN, Deportes shows, one in particular that has a lot of, Mexican commentators talking about it. We all know that Canelo has a ton of fucking haters, and some of those dudes on that show are big time haters. They basically turned the spotlight on Smith, talking about he didn't show up, that, Canelo's choosing his opponents. That's the reason he chose them, yada, yada, even though Smith is, the number one super middleweight, or was at least. So it sucks that even with a victory like this, I don't know how many, Mexican-born super middleweights there have been, champions at least, but he's now, Canelo is now amongst them. So it's a big deal, and I'm glad that he won. It was fantastic. It sucks that so many people are shitting on it already, but yes, I thoroughly enjoyed the fight. Oh, dude, they hate on him so bad, so freaking bad, man. I cannot believe he's seriously just drinking the haterade to no end.
All right, let's give it back to Andrew. But first, a word from our newest sponsor. This is literally the worst commercial ever. They're going to give it Cotty to 13.
I have no idea what's going on.
Thank you.
I'm not sure. He's looking for a sound bite. That's all I know.
All right.
Thank you.
That's your play-by-play. Okay. What a really shitty commercial. It's better than the Hennessy commercials I found. Andrew, to you.
So will look good. What I think he's missing is an opponent, someone that's the casuals are gonna remember. I think right now everyone hating comes from the fact that he let a lot of people down in the Mayweather fight a long time ago, 5 years ago, 6 years ago. He should be able to get over that with the diehards, probably already has, but it's the casuals that he needs to convince that he's legend. Look, his defense is getting better. The night of the fight, I want to say Canelo's defense is probably one of the best that I've seen in a fighter in their primes ever. He can stay in the pocket and dodge multiple shots. The way he dodges the right hand and comes back at you, looks right back at you. He's just one of the best at doing that I've ever seen. The problem is the opponents that he's doing it to. There's none of the guys we're gonna, he needs another Floyd. He needs an Andre Ward. He needs a Bernard Hopkins. Who's the guy that's gonna step up in his era that's going to be also defining, his own legacy, that these two can meet head to head and put, an epic fight for their career. I don't know who that guy is right now for Canelo. It wasn't Triple G. It's got to be bigger than that. I don't think Triple G was at Mayweather or Andre Ward's level when they faced each other. And then there's a lot of people believe Canelo didn't win the first fight, so that puts a damper on his how far he's going to rise in his legacy. But on paper, or when you look at Saul Alvarez, it's a thing of beauty, man. This guy is a pure boxer puncher. He's Mike Tyson and Sugar Ray Leonard all in one. They're saying that he aimed for the arm. I used to believe back in the day when Winky Wright was dominating the junior middleweight division, I used to ask why people wouldn't punch at Winky Wright's guard. The way he blocked his arms, whoever's fought out there, Winky had it was a good defense, obviously, right? He was a hell of a fighter, but it just seems like if you aimed at the arms, it would hyperextend the elbow pretty easily. And I used to call for that all the time, and then to see Saul actually put that into his game plan, or that's what they're saying now, that was actually, he was targeting the left arm. This should carry on. That sucks, man. That really sucks when someone's aiming at your arms and the only thing you can do in the fight is punch. So we'll see how far people
gave him a Charlie horse. Did you see this? It's
yes.
like almost like part of his bicep or triceps, like, tore and like rolled up into that. That happens. Sometimes I've seen weightlifters do that when they start doing curls and their bicep snaps and it like rolls up, and it's like, that's what it looked like, at least. I mean, that's perfect. Even using Winky Wright's example, he would do that. He would bring his hands up, and against guys like Jermaine Taylor, like the punches will go through the shots regardless. So the defense wasn't that great at middleweight, but I just hit him in the elbows, hit him in the arms, give him a Charlie horse.
His arm. That's right. You punch at his arms, not through his arm.
Own face. Yeah, you can punch the one side of his glove, and he punches his own damn face.
Yeah. So it's really cool. Years later, seeing a fighter actually, they're saying that Saul actually did that. Did you guys ever see Gabriel Ruelas actually broke a man's elbow in the ring? He punched. He threw a hook while a guy was throwing a jab. Fucking snapped his elbow right in the ring. Yeah.
Oh, I can see how that happened. I'm
there's
looking
video.
Up
There's video on that.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great performance overall, though.
Yes. Now we need to find him an opponent, though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Do you think there's one at 168 though? Like thinking of the other two, title holders, Billy Joe and Caleb Plant. I mean, either one of those be that opponent? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think they're all too young. Plant, Benavidez, and Ramirez, while they're great opponents and they're all undefeated, and we're going to have many arguments at the bar about how great Saul is if he was to beat all those guys. The casuals in it, they don't know who those dudes are. They really don't.
Yeah.
And that's going to hurt him for a long time. He needs to find his Pacquiao, his Inoue. I'm trying to think right now of who, who's someone that could be in the future for him, and I'm just coming up blank because a lot of these guys are too young and they don't really fight how they used to. With multiple fights during the year. I mean, Caleb Plant, he's fighting once a year. They're not going to have the resume to build up any drama in a fight with the way that these guys their fight schedule or their fight planning is nowadays. So yeah, that's what sucks for Saul. He's always going to have that argument that he has a bunch of B-level tier opponents. There is no Marvelous Hagler. There is no Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, De La Hoya, Hopkins. There's none of that on his resume.
Yeah.
Guess what? I've got a clip from Saul.
Who made this coat? Hugo Boss, Armani? You son of a broke hell! My life just started, Jack. You keep your mouth shut. I'm gonna go there and fuck your face. I wear a $15,000 Rolex. You get on Facebook, you'll be like that. You lie. I'll let you see your eyes. Jet fly. Get Steven. Will deal. Son of a gun. Hey, who are you? Never tell me how to wrestle. Right life. Big cities. I am Rick.
Great time.
The president of the United States. The kiss.
Great
Coke
movie.
and
Canelo
steroids,
just
baby.
went full batshit crazy and started
Coke
to
and
just go Ric Flair deep end.
Yes. Coke,
How great
steroids,
would
and
it be?
painkillers.
Yep.
How great would it be? How great would it be if Canelo went full batshit crazy and became like every other guy in boxing that's trying to make a name, except he just does it like Ric Flair. Starts showing off the gold rings and the horses. I'm a jet flying, horse riding caballero.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's something in there. I'll work it out. Canelo doesn't really talk. That's his problem. He's not a talker.
Mhm.
You watch the Spanish stations, Miguel. Is he much of a talker?
No, like he does, he's very good at answering the questions that he's asked, but he never adds anything additionally, like any additional spunk or any additional fire or anything like that. He, for the most part, does his best to answer the questions, and they're very concise, his answers, I mean. So, there's not much of flamboyance or anything to him by any stretch, but he does talk, yeah, of course, when he's asked. I mean, just an odd little side note here. I saw him once at a casino before he was super big, and I went up to him and I was like, hey Canelo, quick picture. He looked at me like I was gonna steal his wallet, dude. He was like, oh okay, the picture. And then he that he kept walking. I was like, damn, the fuck, like, damn, can you be a little bit nicer? I mean, he was a cool dude, don't get me wrong, but maybe I startled him, I don't know.
And there
But
it is.
he was very like to himself. I was like, oh man, all right. He's not an extrovert. He isn't by any stretch. So he answers the questions, when he's asked, but no, there's nothing additional.
And there it is, Fight Net Radio fans. When Canelo Alvarez starts to join the show and has a problem, you will know the moment when Lee went, aha, we found the fighter for him. Lee will now have to go and study Canelo trying to talk English so that
He actually
he
does.
can now.
There's a
He
video
does.
of, yeah, Sewell speaking English, yes.
I know he understands it. I never realized he actually spoke it.
Yeah, he was answering in English. Yep.
Now we know what to do. Now it's all clear. Now I understand. Sorry, I was breaking into the Joker reference there. Moving forward, ex-boxer Taberi, don't know who he is, but he's charged with murder. Why did this story come up? Because an ex-boxer got charged with murder. Former world title challenger Kabri Salem, age 52, was extradited from Egypt last week and charged with murder of his 25-year-old daughter, whose body was found in New York City Park last year. Salem fled the country after the incident. That doesn't look guilty. During his career, Salem compiled a career mark of 23-5, 12 KOs, and challenged Joe Calzaghe for the WBO super middleweight title in 2004. However, he is probably best known for a tragic 1999 nationally televised fight with Randy Carver, who passed away after the bout. When Cabri was asked for comment, he said, "That bitch just didn't listen to me." End quote. Anyone want to comment?
Is that real?
No.
Oh.
My God, that would make me
No,
insensitive as a father.
Well, I know, he look, from what I read, he's Muslim. She was against women, or like for women Muslim rights, I believe, something like that. So
that bitch wanting women's rights.
Calm down.
When women get
I'm not
rights,
going
Andrew,
there.
that's when it all goes sideways.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, we'll have a female vice president. What's going to happen then? That was a funny segue, Andrew.
Yeah, it's a bad story.
It is a bad story. And he's a shitbag. And I won't let it go, and I'll keep up on the story. Moving forward.
What? He's a nobody.
Kostya Tszyu will get an immediate WBO title shot. What? Australia's biggest boxing draw, Kostya Tszyu. So we've been talking about this for quite some time, and about Kostya Tszyu getting a possible title shot indefinitely. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Tim Zoo. Got it. He's the holder of your belt. Yeah. He doesn't have your belt though. Oh, you already gave him the belt. Well, isn't that like giving up your virginity before you have sex? Okay. So you want the belt on Tim Zoo. Got it. Not Kostya. Got it. And he's going to fight Patrick Teixeira for that. Who's going to fight Brian Castano, and whoever wins that is going to fight Tim Zoo next. Yeah, okay. Nobody actually cares. This bit, if you follow the show, is trying to appease the guy who kind of produces the show in Australia. Tim Zoo's kind of a nobody at the moment. Yeah, no, I understand. WBO is a big organization. You guys get invited to all the big parties. Yeah. Bob really liked you until he got a better deal from the WBA recently. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Guys, that was the WBO, who's been waiting for this moment for quite some time on the show. It's Tim Zoo. And he's not going to get an immediate title shot. Apparently, Patrick Teixeira, no relationship to any other Teixeira on the planet, is going to fight mandatory contender Brian Castano, and then possibly after that fight, they'll set up somewhere around February or March. Tim, not Kostya Zoo. I start with you, Andrew. Too soon, too late, too something?
No, no, they can do the fight. It seems like it's not going to happen for another half a year, so he'll be fine.
Miguel?
I think he beats either one of these guys, either Teixeira or Castano. So, no, I definitely don't think it's too soon. I think it's right at the perfect time to give him a belt. Any belt. I mean, well, I guess the one that not to enrage our sponsors, but the WBO belt isn't exactly the most highly regarded belt. So give him a WBO strap. He's undefeated, sure. So no, I say right on time. He beat both those guys. I knew it.
What did you say? Hello. No, it was fun. We're comedy show. Yeah, he was being funny. Ha ha. Being funny. I'm sorry you didn't feel that it was funny. Okay. Thanks. They want you to know it's highly regarded.
Okay. My
I don't know in what Latvian country it's considered a big belt, but apparently they like to think of it. Jesus. Hello. Okay. You don't have any champions in Latvia either. Got it. Again, how are you listening in on the show while it's a closed recording on a private network? Okay. Thanks. Eyes everywhere. Yeah. Got it. Can I get some, I don't know. I don't even know what country you guys are from. I don't. Like your CEO or the commissioner is like from Mexico, I think, or Colombia. I met him once at a party. It was nice. No. The whole bit was for a guy named Sam Navajero. He produces the show and listens to it and tells us if we're on track. In fact, this joke and this whole sequence is really just to appease him so that he can hear his name. Yeah, that's why we're doing it. Yeah, got it. No, we're not going to talk about the WBO again. I promise. All right. Yeah, thanks for calling. Thank you. Okay, let's move forward. They're kind of scaring me at this point. Canelo's grand performance as brought to you by Mauricio Suleiman. Mauricio Suleiman, when you think corruption, think WBC. Let's see what Mauricio thought of his performance, shall we? Because he made a belt for him for that fight. Saul Canelo Alvarez achieved another, he didn't write this, resplendent? Who says the word resplendent?
What the
Andrew,
fuck?
when's the last time you ever used the word resplendent?
Linda, my lady likes that.
No, I got to look this up. Did
yeah,
he
we're
even
gonna
mean
have to-
what he thought he meant? Resplendent. Attractive and impressive through being richly colorful or sumptuous. I don't think that word works here. I could be completely wrong. Andrew, you're the writer on the crowd. Would you use the word resplendent to describe Canelo Alvarez's performance last week?
In my tea.
Was he attractive and impressive through richly colorful or sumptuous?
I don't fucking know. No, Lee. Fucking, he's a dumbass. Move on.
It's really a dumbass thing, which makes me believe he really wrote this. Glory this past Saturday by dominating and overwhelming British Callum Smith. British Callum Smith. Not British champion, not British guy, just British Callum Smith. Why don't you just write fuck British Callum Smith? Really, that's what it feels like. At the Alamo Dome, which, by the way, fun fact, it took 15 minutes to do 3 national anthems. I timed it. In front of 11,000 people. And trust me, there were no COVID cases passed at all at the event. A superb promotion with spectacular production, an extravaganza that wraps up a complicated year for the world of sports because the activity for fans was completely shot down. Not shut down, shot down. I bet he meant shut. Anybody want to bet that he meant completely shut down and not shot down?
Mm-hmm. I'd say so.
He didn't proof his own goddamn letter. Shot down for several
months. He used
months.
words like resplendent, but he didn't get the shut down. Goddamn. All right.
Maybe he meant shot down. Fans suffered from being not able to watch any sports around the world. Eventually, some sports began activity without fans. We experienced, wow, that is the biggest run-on sentence ever written. That whole thing is one sentence from here on down.
No commas? Fuck.
Holy shit. Those are all commas. There is not one period in that whole section. A superb promotion was spectacular promotion, comma, an extravaganza that wraps up a complicated year for the world of sports, comma, because the activity for fans was completely shot down for several months, comma, fans suffer from not being able to watch any sports around the world, comma, eventually some sports began activity without fans, comma, we experienced enhanced production through important innovations, and the year is closing with several major events held with fans in the stands under strict safety protocols. Okay, even the last stanza after the last this part is a run-on by itself, let alone the whole sentence that is, whoa, bruh. Have someone prove it.
That's like the length of a paragraph with no periods.
God, damn, that's crazy. Well, now you've drawn us in, Mauricio. What other gems do you have? I would like to take this opportunity to recognize, comma, applaud, comma, praise, and thank the boxing promoters who have worked so hard under extreme difficulties and uncertainties to keep boxing alive, period. Good God. Behind every promotion, there are real heroes in their staff, as they have passionately dedicated to attend to many complications that promoting under COVID-19 protocols represent. To be in the bubble is no fun. And he used air quotes. In the bubble is no fun. It's not a bubble, you asshole. It's quiet. It's quiet. Lonely and challenging, with much stress down to the last minute before. Oh, he did it again here. Holy shit, look at this one. Look at this bad boy.
What is this thing about again? What's the article about?
Oh, he was talking about Canelo, and then he segued off into some fucking deep zone. Look at this sentence. To be in the bubble is no fun, comma, it is quiet, comma, lonely and challenging. That should be a period now. With much stress down to the last minutes before, comma. Okay, that's just bad grammar right there. During and after each event. Oh, there's a period finally. Thank God. Large promotions or small shows, comma, have been of great importance to keep boxing active, providing opportunities to fighters to earn a living and give entertainment to fans around the world. Same goes to the, and then he just goes all guttural. Same goes. It started a sentence, same goes. Same goes. Andrew, does same goes to Toys R Us? Same goes to Walmart? Same goes where? Who's same? And who is the same guy? Same goes. Is he working your promotion? Who is same?
Same
goes.
Same is on first.
God. Is this the craziest thing he's written to date? Same goes to the Boxing Commission, who have performed and administered these events. Okay, now we're finally to it. Canelo conquered the vacant super middleweight championship of the World Boxing Council. What? Canelo conquered the vacant super middleweight championship of the World Boxing Council, comma, okay, thus achieving supreme triple WBC status. Oh my God, he's come up with a new title.
Oh, what? Supreme triple, supreme nachos with cheese. What the fuck? Wow.
Okay, we don't need to go further, Andrew. We found out the point of the article in the third paragraph. Andrew, how do you feel about the first ever Supreme Triple WBC champion in Canelo Alvarez? And how much do you think it will cost him to get the Supreme Triple WBC championship belt to wear around his waist?
This is breaking news. I don't know.
Wow. This dude is shameless. How does anybody listen to Mauricio? Am I wrong, Miguel? Is this the craziest thing we've seen him do yet?
This is
He's now
the craziest, yet the dumbest shit. Like I'm still waiting for the. Is there going to be like a triple supreme like Cherokee championship or some shit made out of like twigs and macaroni? Oh man, this is.
My hat's off to you, Mr. Suleiman. Once again, you have outdone yourself finding a way to suck the dick of Canelo Alvarez. Oh, ring legend Frankie Randall passes away at age 59. I'm truly sad. Andrew will not be, because Frankie Randall did the unthinkable. What did he do, Miguel? What makes Frankie Randall special?
Oh, he took away the undefeated record. He gave Chavez, the legendary Julio Cesar Chavez, that O, took away the O and gave him the 1, and he knocked him down in the process.
Now I'm going to turn to Andrew, who doesn't like Frankie Randall, because why? What's Frankie Randall's other claim to fame, Andrew?
What's that? He did it on
Andrew.
cocaine?
He did it on cocaine, yeah. You always say that when I bring up Frankie Randall.
I'm just saying there was no drug test taken after the fight. Come on. Come on, Lee. The man's dead.
I was there. Okay,
you let it go, buddy. Let it go.
I understand. And for those wondering, we've talked about it on other shows, but I was there at the fight when the O went. And this is what I said to my even whiter father. Dad, we need to leave. There's going to be a riot. What do you mean? Frankie Randall's going to win this fight, and we got to go because they're going to tear this arena apart. There you go. And my dad goes, I'm not going to go. Okay, Dad, whatever you say. And then last night, this fucking circus, Morel, Vetters, Gravonsky. I need to know, is anybody following this 3-0, now 4-0 with 3 KOs guy who's actually got a WBA interim super middleweight belt? Like, what am I missing about this? That first of all, it made Fox primetime, like real. It made real Fox. Okay,
it's PBC.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, this is crazy. Are they that?
That should answer a lot of questions. I mean, like, why is there even a need for an interim champ? Like, Canelo is the champ, right? So it's like, all right, well, how is this guy that's 3 and something or 4 now, 4-0, even gets a championship, interim championship at that? Like, I don't know, call me weird, but I thought interim meant temporary, like because the actual champ is out of the picture for whatever the fuck reason. That's not the case, you know. I mean, I don't. So who's the regular champ? Because if I'm not mistaken, Canelo is the super champ.
An interim, and the super.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Who's the regular champ here? Because I've already lost track of how many fucking.
If we would believe Mauricio, he locked it all up easily for the WBC, right? He made him the triple champion.
Yeah,
so that would make him the interim, the acting, and Emiratus. Is Emiratus still a thing in the WBC? Because I think Klitschko can still come back and claim that he's the WBC champion tomorrow as champion Emiratus. This is out of control. This is officially out of control. And now they put a belt on a guy who was 3-0, which is even nuttier. Like, I don't even know what kind of bribery that takes for the WBA to. Go ahead, Andrew.
It's really strange because the interim title means he's the number 1 contender. Yet, how did we become the number 1 contender in 3 fights?
Amazing.
There's a lot of question marks on this. You know, the guy who wrote it, the article, might have it wrong. Who fuck knows?
I'm
Um,
fairly certain that I won the
Go
lottery last
look
night,
up
Andrew.
go to the WBA rankings for fightnews.com, and you were on Fight News.
I know. Let's go to the WBA boxing site and see what they say. That would be light, super middleweight, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what they got. Got it. So Callum Smith is your super champion. Saul is the actual world champion.
Well, this is old because I mean, Saul just won, so
That's a gold champion. What the fuck, man?
And a gold champion.
What?
And
And
a gold
Fedor,
champion.
who thought that Fedor had? I thought Fedor was gone.
I thought
really
he was
did.
a heavyweight.
I'm a
think
big fan.
I
of
thought that
Fedor.
dude was a heavyweight. Go up, keep going.
Look at this interim champion, #1. He's on there. He's on there.
So why? So, but yeah, that's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
Over Benavidez, over Lemieux, over Jacobs.
Benavidez is the ex WBC champ with he's like 35-0, 32-0.
He's ranked #3 behind a guy who's 4-0 against nobodies. That is impressive.
Yeah, it was a.
That doesn't even make
really
sense. I don't know what's going on.
I mean,
I'm so lost.
Oh shit.
Oops. Here we go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me get it. Hello. Yeah, okay. Billy Joe Saunders got it. And Billy Joe Saunders is the WBO champion. Thank you. It's on the screen. I had to read it. It was an easy joke. You two are not helpful when I'm writing jokes, okay? I have to go very far to make some of this shit funny. I'm telling you. Because this by itself should be the funniest thing we talk.
Go to his.
Let me tell you the funniest stories we did. This story right here is the funniest story we did by far. Look, this whole triple champion status thing is literally the most insane thing I've ever read, ever. And I've seen some insane shit in boxing. Followed closely by a dude who's now 4-0 with 3 KOs, being the #1 contender over actual super middleweights. Over, let's just go with David Lemieux. How is he ranked higher than David Lemieux? Or Daniel Jacobs? And I don't even like Daniel Jacobs or Mario Lemieux. But at least they're active. David Benavidez. And another
he's above Edgar Berlanga, who was like the guy that keeps calling himself the monster.
Yeah. 16-0.
16. Yes. That. Holy fuck! What the hell are these guys? Are they just picking out names out of a hat or something?
Randomly.
Oh,
which is why I bow down to the altar of Saul Canelo Alvarez. He will clean up the division. Just start knocking him out, bro. Just start knocking him out and taking every title. And
that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to add in. It seems like Canelo is going to have to be the mark. Canelo is going to have to be the Bernard, right? So we're going to have to watch him fight all these guys, and then he's going to have to pray that somewhere in the Olympics, his De La Hoya, his Leonard, his Jermaine Taylor is going to come out and save him from getting one more shot at legacy. Because right now the opponents that he's beaten are none of those guys fit the bill. Collectively, they're all great. They're, like I said, you'll be at the bar arguing with the diehard boxing about how great Saul Alvarez is against the, bringing him up to average Joe. Didn't Mayweather whoop his ass? Yeah, Mayweather whooped his ass.
Yeah. That's it. That's all they've ever actually got on him. They've got Mayweather and that fight. That's it. They got nothing else.
Don't you love how Mayweather, every time Saul fights, he puts out the remember how easy I had it with him tweet?
Hell fucking yeah. Every single time.
Every
and
fucking
videos.
time.
And videos. Have you guys seen that he got fucking hair and beard implants or some shit? He got that shit. Yes. He recently posted a picture and it looks like the line is coming back. He was losing his hair, so that's probably why he shaved it off. So he has hair, what looks to be a little bit of hair now, and then his beard is just perfectly colored in. It looks like he got those plugs or something. That's honestly what it looks like. I don't know if that was actually what he did, but that's what it looks like. He's getting a little self-conscious about not being able to grow a beard.
And then it's always sad and I know this picture is probably old. I don't think it was from this year, but his Merry Christmas photo of the 30-foot fucking tree in his living room. Have you seen that one?
No.
He's got one where he's standing by his Christmas tree in his house, and the thing's huge, man. They cut down a full size tree for this guy's house. It has 4 presents, Lee. 4 fucking presents. It's like, Floyd, no one told you how bad that looked. Like, you have this big ass tree, this big ass house, yet look at what's sitting under it. Yeah, I thought, that kind of shows you everything Floyd's missing in life. But yeah,
in like integrity, pride.
yeah, like he has how many children?
Class.
How many children does he have?
Is good. I like Class. Let's check the board on
You
Class.
think his fucking tree would be like, bigger than him? The tree would be bigger. The presents would be bigger than the tree, not the other way around. Hello?
Yeah, it's pretty pathetic. It's Floyd in general is interesting to me, especially with his, his pseudo boxing in Japan against pseudo fighter people or pseudo what. Like, he couldn't even get in on the Jake Paul money. Like, how messed up do you have to be that you can't get in on a celebrity star that would easily make $1 million? People would pay $1 million. That would happen. Go do it in Dubai, get it over with. And you couldn't win that bid. I think 2021 is the year that Floyd Mayweather becomes a has-been, unless he fights Oscar De La Hoya, which I feel is really going to happen. You heard it here first. De La Hoya, Mayweather,
2.
Part 2.
Match. The world is watching again, sort of.
The world is watching again. Oh, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? We got Butterbean. We got everybody. We did it. We made it. We made it all the way to the end with.
I couldn't even find that guy in Box Rec. Can you look him up real fast? I know I gotta go. I know dinner's sitting on the table, but I want to know who this guy beat in his first 3 fights.
Morel. Okay, let's see. Let me get his
David Morel Jr.
All right,
fuck did I miss there?
David O. Morel. I've seen him as O. Morel.
Is he a mushroom? Is he a mushroom?
No,
that's a good joke. What do we got? David Morel, Box Rec. Osvari. It's in front of his name.
That don't even look like the same guy. Jesus.
It's him.
Put the switch on.
That's him.
Hey, look at that. 22-0. Wait a minute. Go back to his record. He defeated someone who's 22-0 already.
Yeah,
that could be the reason right there. Lennox Allen. Click on him.
He fought Yandris Valdez.
No, but 22-0. Click on Lennox Allen.
Okay.
Where did that guy come from?
Microsoft Theater.
August. That's a few.
Ooh. Looks
that
like
was on that card over at the Microsoft
Is this a mug shot?
Yeah, it looks like he's down at the jailhouse.
Yeah, he does. He had quite the record. He fought at BB King's Blues Club once.
Yeah, I was hoping he was gonna have like some tie to the WBA. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, all right, well, 22-0-14. That's a decent record. Dude beat him, but
Lennox
it's still
Allen?
a decent record, you guys. Seriously, I mean,
yeah.
For him to be 2-0 and beating someone who's 22-0-14, that's pretty good. Nothing wrong
There's
with
nothing here that indicates why this guy should be the interim champion.
Yeah, no. I was hoping Allen was going to be the key, but no, I don't know how he got that ranking. Seems weird.
Yeah.
And the belt. Oh, there it is right there. Well, he fought him for the title. So was it vacant? What the fuck was going on here? Yeah, click on that. Let's see if they give us a history. No, you should click on the title. Click on the title. It might give us a history of where it came from.
Let's see where this came from. So it was held by Mayim Bialik, who was on a TV sitcom. Rocky Fielding had it for.
And then Ryder's the one who lost to Smith, right? Callum Smith beat Ryder. Yeah. Still, there's no connection. It's like it was a vacant shot, I guess. They just forgot to put vacant.
Mayim Bialik here was the winner over John Ryder.
You see, because Fielding has it, he loses it to Alvarez. Alvarez then must have vacated it. And Ryder
vacate an interim title.
Well, something happens here because Fielding had it. Alvarez beats Fielding, and then it goes to 2 new guys. So that's obviously a vacant.
After that, Alvarez fights Kovalev at 175. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the most ridiculous thing ever.
And then he gets relinquishes the belt, I suppose.
Yeah. And then Ryder gets it. loses to Smith, they do a vacant shot again, and there's David Morrell and Lennox Allen fight for a vacant shot.
Oh. Wow.
Basically, they were about to feed Lennox Allen to somebody, and he lost to Morrell.
Wow. This is literally the worst thing I've ever seen.
Lennox Allen turned into that. I was going to make $2 million, but then I lost. Yeah, who'd you lose to? This up-and-comer. You know how bad Lennox Allen is praying that David Morrell is going to be the next fucking Saul Alvarez?
So he can say he lost to that guy.
Yeah.
I don't want to get this kid signed. I want to get into the Cuban market.
It's a tough market there. Not only do they have a fan base, they don't have a fan base. Their fighters really haven't turned out in America. And we'll see how he's doing. But there was a lot more. What is the word? Hype, I guess you would say, when these guys first started coming out, that they were going to take over boxing. It just really never happened.
Never happened.
No,
it was very disappointing.
I guess it's cool when you just stay an Olympian until you're fucking 50, huh? Fighting kids.
I guess, yeah. Just be an amateur like Lomachenko and get an amateur record of 127-0, and then you're automatically the interim champion, apparently, or something. I don't know how that works exactly, but very educational show. We've learned a lot. First and foremost, from all three of us, Happy New Year to everybody. 2020 will probably be more of the same collective shit, and we will decipher it for all of you and tell you which fights you should be happy to watch. If we're very lucky,
Dazin's making a strong comeback here. They're doing very with the Estrada rematch. You got Triple G out there wanting to come back. You got Sanders and Jacobs looking to come back. Dazin looks to be having a big 2021.
Yeah. And then we got Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell coming up at the beginning of the year. That's going to kick off the year quite well.
That's right.
There you go. We will be back next week. We're back on season. Holidays is over. The only upcoming show that we will probably miss is, of course, Super Bowl Sunday, but we're a month and a half away from that, as the Rams found a way not to get in the playoffs today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, They lost to Seattle. Yeah. They win it, you're in. Win it, you're in. Win it, you're in. They didn't do it. And then the Chargers won, which just made me sad because they fell further down the draft. Oh well. And that'll do it. That'll do it for this week. Andrew, is there anything you would like to add?
Nope. I'll see you guys next Sunday.
Miguel?
Just hope everyone has a happy New Year, and please, if you leave your house, put on a mask for everybody, and stay safe.
Fight Night Radio! FightNetRadio.com with Andrew and Lee, talking boxing, combat, sports, comedy, football, and everything kick-ass. All on FightNetRadio.com. Fight Night!